Hello, and welcome to today's episode. The Bible is referred to as the living Word of God. It isn't a book that is meant simply to be read. It is a perspective-altering substance that is meant to be ingested and absorbed into you. And when it becomes a part of you, it changes you. And that is exactly what it is meant to do. A psalm is a spiritual song based on a profound, foundational insight that is expressed in the form of music, which is usually played on a harp. This is my own paraphrase of the Psalms. Now, there is an important difference between a paraphrase and a translation, and it is important to understand what that difference is. A translation takes a text word by word, and it finds the most accurate word in another language to convey the meaning of that original word. But sometimes getting the details right can come at the expense of the big picture. For example, the literal translation for a butt dial and the literal translation for a booty call could end up being exactly the same if they were both translated very literally into another language. But we all know that those are two very different ideas. A paraphrase, on the other hand, is attempting to capture the spirit of the idea that is being expressed. But both approaches come with their own disadvantages. Sometimes the most literal translation for each word, while technically accurate, loses something in its translation. For example, if you were to translate the phrase, "cat got your tongue," into another language, it would make no sense to them. Why would a cat grab your tongue? What are you even talking about? In order to convey the original idea, you would have to find out which saying is used in that other language to express the same concept. But it might not involve a cat, or even any animal at all. So the literal translation would not be a very accurate one. But in a case like the one that I just described, the idea is more important than sticking to a very literal translation that loses all of its intended meaning. However, because paraphrases are an individual's interpretation of the underlying idea, instead of a rigorous academic translation of the word, they are not as objectively accurate as a translation is. A paraphrase is a lot more subjective, and that makes it much more susceptible to interpretations that are way off the mark of the original text's intent. The focus of a translation is on detailed accuracy, and sometimes the broader picture is not conveyed very clearly as a result. The focus of a paraphrase is on painting that big picture, but it often loses the accuracy of the finer details. Both of these are useful as long as you understand which is which, and what the disadvantages to each approach are. And that is why I recommend using both an accurate translation like the New American Standard and a responsible paraphrase. Psalm 19. The heavens proclaim how glorious their Creator is. The quality of the work that he has made with his own hands is displayed in every inch of the sky. Day after day, creation speaks out. Night after night, the most profound knowledge is unveiled. Its words are not heard out loud, but we sense its voice in the profound stillness. And the sound of that fervent silence fills the entire world. Its unspoken truth is everywhere, reaching beyond even the most extreme ends of the earth. In the midst of this universal witness, the Creator fashioned a dome for the sun like a canopy spread in the cosmos. Here, the sun emerges each day like a groom rising from his wedding night, euphoric with joy and bursting with the strength of an athlete who is eager to run the race that lies ahead of him. It rises at one end of the heavens, circling to the opposite end of the expanse, and nothing that it sees is left untouched by its life-giving heat. In the same way, the perfect law of the Most High is complete, reviving your innermost being. The revelations of the Most High are solid. You can depend on them, for they transform even the simple person into someone who is profoundly wise. The teachings of the Most High are both right and good, supplying your heart with the instructions for joy. The tasks that are laid out by the Most High are transparent in their purity, and they bring enlightenment to your eyes. The revered reputation of the Most High is flawless and clean, enduring for all time. The rulings of the Most High are issued out of truth, and they are always right in every way. These priceless things are far more desirable than gold, and it is better to have them than even to overflow with the finest riches that the world can offer. For it is sweeter to taste of these things than it is to taste honey dripping down into your mouth straight from the honeycomb. And what is more, through these things, the person who follows in your footsteps is made aware of what often remains unseen by others. Hidden within the pursuit of these things is an immense wealth of rewards to be obtained. For without these things, who can actually discern his own mistakes by himself? That is why I look to you to cleanse me of my unintentional faults, the ones that I am blind to, because they lie hidden deep within me. So as I follow behind you, prevent me from aiming poorly in the false presumption that I can manage to take on the role that only you can fill. Stop me from committing those stupid sins, so that I don't end up being controlled by them. Then I will stand acquitted of all offenses, washed clean and made free. Then I will be truly blameless and made whole. Then my aim will be what it should. So make both the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart worthy of existing in your presence, Most High. For you are both my bedrock and the one who redeems everything that I am. I pray that whatever voice God might choose to give me in this world, He would also give me the words that I should use it for. These words have meaning for me, and if they had some meaning for you as well, then I am truly grateful that we have both been given a gift from above, and from each other. Have a good day out there, my friends.